Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about someone that's been in the news, and it hasn't been the most uplifting news, unfortunately, but that's Kate Middleton, Princess Kate, Catherine. So she has, most of you probably know, she has been diagnosed with cancer, and she's been going through a lot of treatments. Bless her heart, she has some difficult times. I see difficulty in her chart, and I just wanted, from an astrologer's viewpoint, to show you how you can see this in a chart. So let's put up Kate Middleton's chart. And she was born January 9th, 1982, 7 p.m. in Bucklebury, England. And her ascendant is Cancer. So looking at her Cancer ascendant, people with the Cancer ascendant are highly sensitive, very emotional. They feel deeply. So, you know, for her to be in this position as a princess, always in the public eye, she looks calm, collected, cool. I mean, she is so beautiful. She is like the epitome of perfection. She carries it so well. Her position and what she's expected to do. I think she does a marvelous job. She's very poised and very collected and very beautiful in many respects. But little do we know that underneath that calm, cool, collected appearance is a very sensitive and insecure and very emotional human being. Now, looking at her chart, look at her sun and her moon. They are exactly opposed to each other. She was born under a perfect full moon. But on top of that, her moon is conjunct Rahu and her sun is conjunct Ketu. She was born under a lunar eclipse. That's when you have a full moon tied up with Rahu and Ketu. Very interesting. Now the moon Rahu are in the 12th house, which both the 12th and the 6th house, by the way, have to do with health and healing. And probably this whole thing that she's going through is going to get her more involved and looking deeper into health and healing. And because of her position, she could probably help a lot of people be aware, bring awareness to the issues that she's going through. She'll bring this to another level. Don't kid yourself. She is a very strong and magnificent being that will do well in terms of being a spokesperson for health and healing. Because her sun, which is in Sagittarius, rules the second house of speech, getting the message out, and it's in the 6th house. But it is close to Neptune, and Neptune in the 6th house usually means some kind of health issue, and then for a while it may go misdiagnosed. That's what Neptune means. You can't see everything. So probably with her health issue, this has been a mystery to her, but now that she's discovered what it is, she knows what to do and how to deal with it. Now, Cancer all by itself rules the stomach, and this is where the Cancer is. And I mean Cancer, the disease, not the sign. Very interesting, though. But her moon sits in the 12th house, and the moon is her chart ruler. Because I consider the planet that rules the ascendant the chart ruler. And whatever house it goes to speaks volumes of where your interests are and what you're involved in. 12th house deals with health and healing, also deals with hospitals, places of retirement. And you know, with the moon being the chart ruler in the 12th house, she is incredibly shy and likes her privacy, which is surprising because she doesn't have any doing what she does. But she is a very private person. And Moon Rahu takes things to another level. She's off the charts in some way. She's very sensitive and emotional. she's really kept that down. We haven't seen that, but I know this looking at her chart. Now, with the Sun K2 in the 6th house of health and healing, Sun with K2, Sun is the physical vital forces of the body. And with K2 makes her weakened, like there's a weakened position. So you can see that unfortunately she does have a chart that represents illness. It truly does, with the Sun K2 in the 12th plus the Moon Rahu. A Sun K2 in the 6th house of health and healing and health issues. But the Moon being in the 12th house also confirms that there's serious health issues. This eclipse going across houses 6 and 12 represent serious health issues. Yes. And even when I look at the ruler of the 6th house has Sagittarius on it, ruled by Jupiter. Well, Jupiter goes to the 4th house. The 4th house is the house of the stomach, the intestines, and all of that stomach lining and how we digest our foods. And I want to say she's had major issues, especially with the Sun K2 in the 6th house. 6th house deals with our digestion, our stomach, our intestinal area. And this is where the issues I see from the chart really are lying. It's majorly difficult for her. She's got a difficult chart, I have to say. So she's also got the Mars-Saturn conjunction there in Virgo. Virgo is another sign that deals with the digestion, the stomach, and it also deals with health and healing. And those two planets together are harsh, strong, powerful. I got to say, this is a difficult chart for the health. But Mars and Saturn together, whenever you have them together, always represents a will, the power to overcome obstacles. And particularly being in the 3rd house, she has willpower beyond belief. She is strong, she is willful, she is powerful in her will to overcome things. She never gives up. This is the constitution of somebody that never surrenders or gives up when you have Mars and Saturn together. Now, being in the 3rd house, the 3rd house represents courage. And she's extraordinarily courageous and strong in everything and anything she does. Now, she is in the Dasha currently. It started in December of 2022. And will last all the way till March of 2025. She's in Mercury, Jupiter. And those two planets are strong. Mercury and Jupiter. Jupiter is 10 placements from Mercury, if you count for Mercury and count around, starting with the house Mercury's in the 7th. And this gives her the strength and the power to overcome the issues with the stomach. Okay, now let's talk about some of the transiting planets to see where she's headed. Yes, because transiting Jupiter is in her 10th house, representing her reputation. She's out there. People are, sending prayers and so many lovely things to her right now. And Jupiter just got through casting a trine to her Sun. And that's the recovery. That's the doctors, the healers that she went to. And she is in recovery. Thank goodness. Jupiter has trined her Sun in the 6th house of health and healing. And Jupiter also will go into Taurus in May 1st to be exact, will go into our 11th house. The 11th house, being the 6th house from the 6th house, can deal with our ultimate healing. And this can represent that she will put this into remission and overcome this for the time being, especially the whole time that Jupiter is in Taurus. Now, Saturn has been in her 8th house, which caused great scare and great difficulty. You got to admit, you know, when you get the C word, you got to be scared, regardless of how extreme it is or not. I mean, Cancer's scary. But Saturn being in the 8th house, there's been a great deal of fear. And it's actually not aspecting any planets with its full aspect, thank goodness. So but it does create a great fear. And that's what she's been consumed with. Now, and I have to say, when she pretty much got her surgery, Mars was there with Saturn throughout the month of April, March and April, pretty much. And Saturn, Mars, well, that's her surgery in the 8th house. The 8th house deals with surgery, but it's successful. Those two planets mean they got to the core and the bottom and dug it out and got rid of it, at least for now. So she's good. So I'm going to say that with Jupiter being in Taurus, and then even by the time Jupiter goes into Gemini, well, it's going to be in her 12th house. That's not till May of 2025 through May of 2026. And that could be where she's really promoting health and healing to the world. I think this is going to change the course and direction of Princess Catherine's life in terms of what her focus is, and her focus will be to help others overcome this terrible disease that plagues our world still. And hopefully she'll look into ulterior healing modalities that can help everyone in the world, because I'm suspecting that over the course in the near future, we can come up with a cure for cancer. And when we do, I think Princess Catherine is going to be a spokesperson that will help and heal the world in so many respects concerning the fears and the problems, just this disease being existent in our lifetime. I think she's going to do wonders to bring about a focus towards a cure to help many people in the world. I think she's an amazing person, and I think looking at her chart, either she's plagued with terrible sickness or she becomes a healer with this. And I think because of the sickness, she's going to be looking at healing and helping the world, because that's who and what she is. So with that, I think I'll close. I hope you've enjoyed my little dissertation looking at Princess Catherine's chart, Kate Middleton, and finding out why she's going through such a difficult time in her life right now, but a glance into the future. So thank you. And remember, if you want to learn more about me, you can go to my website, galacticcenter.org, sign up for a reading, and sign up for my Patreon page. Become a member and get exclusive information from me and join a spiritual community. So that's on Galactic Center, as well as if you want to study Vedic Astrology with me, go to my university website, universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.